Where the money at, dog? We'll bring it back. Don't worry where the money at. Right there. Tap it with action. Check it out, check it out. You are now rocking with Deduction Daddy in there, man. I know a guy who knows a guy. We got a guy who knows somebody, man.
And we got a guy for you here today, and his name is
Rick
Rock.
Motherfucking. You already know.
Yeah, man, it's Rick Rock. I'm out here. We're in here, 707, man.
So Rick, tell us, how did it all start for you?
Music?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Oh man, it's a mini moon's journey, man. So, you know, it was just in me, not on me. I guess that's the easiest way to say. I've been chasing it ever since, you know, I used to make Folgers cans into drums, you know what I'm saying? So I would play the Folger cans and the coffee cans, the small, the big, and the bigger, as a drum set. And, you know, and each day I just kept doing it. So it turned into being an artist, wanting to rap, to needing beats, and then starting to do the beats. And then, you know, then I went on the journey with doing beats. And so I didn't expect to be a producer. I thought I'd be an artist, but, you know, that's how it happened.
But you are artists, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because from production to MCing to DJing to the drums, that's basically art. It's a form. It's art all around.
Sure. Overall. That's right. I just, you know, I thought I'd be out there, but it took me, you find where it's at for you, know. To me, making the beats and making the music and putting a story, like a visual to a human, like I met you, and like, okay, how we could put the album to people could see the story and like visualizing and put it out there. That was where I was really strong. And that took my energy, and that's why, you know, I started my career started making some money that way. So that's the way, for me.
What was the first like aha moment when you knew you made it?
First aha moment. I mean, I was out here. I had an album. I had a song on the Conscious Daughters album, and it really was just a remix. But it came out on Priority Records, and I seen the CD, and it's a Priority Records. And I had a feeling like, okay, I'm in the door, because I was living in Montgomery, Alabama, and every dream was turning into mirages. You think a door's open, and then it just turned to like smoke, and you'd be like, fuck, that wasn't no. So when I got out here, it really happened. They really paid me, and it came out through a major label. So I kind of felt like that was the first of many other experiences, but that was like the first.
The first one is always your favorite. You like can't forget it. You remember it.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah.
I want to know, what was the first musical investment, piece of equipment that you purchased that paid off?
The SP12, not the 1200, but the SP12, and I want to shout out to Rob, aka Unique, aka the Ear Doctor out there in Atlanta now. But his dad bought that drum machine and that SP12. And that was the first thing that that's what got me out here, you know what I mean? Back to Cali, making beats on that and stuff. And I want to give him that honorable mention. The first purchase was from him, but my first purchase was an MPC and a rack mount I bought in Sacramento, and the rack mount had a Proteus, a Vintage Keys, and some drum machine I never used, and I think it had a Korg in there. And that rack mount just made all that, changed the game, and Fabulous, I Can't Deny It, those plucked, that clunk, 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 all that, them sounds was in that module I bought, so I just found that fascinating looking back at that, like we had to meet, you know what I'm saying? Me and that module.
That blink, blink, blink.
Yeah.
That was like my first car. When you
made
that noise.
Yeah.
I remember my first car and having my first sound system and hearing all those songs. You just about,
man.
Just blasting it.
All that shit. It came from those modules. So it was like I was introduced to them, and they helped me. I still got them to this day. And so I think that was the first piece, and then I'd have to say, getting the ADATs, because there wasn't really many home studios when I met you, when I first was getting started. So that, getting all those ADATs and just recording at home, the microphone, you know, all that shit was, that was my first purchases. Cause I keep it real, y'all can edit this shit, whatever, but Mike Mosley I had came through with Mike Mosley.
Yeah,
And so Mike had came through to the apartment, was like, I was using some of his equipment. And he was like, yeah, he needed it back or something. He took it, and I was just like, never again, man.
You felt stuck.
I left the next day and went
right there.
and bought that new shit. And it's supposed to be.
That was the business lesson that pushed you over the edge.
Man.
To make the purchase.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what business it is, even in music, you have these struggles and these issues. It's
And constant overcoming, meeting the moment and pushing through.
Invest in yourself.
Yeah, definitely the truth of investing in yourself. So we've talked about a couple peaks. Have you ever had any valleys?
Yeah, I've had valleys for sure. So, I mean, that's the game. Not every person doing it as long as I've been doing it is gonna stay straight going up. You know what I mean? So there is some valleys up in there, you know. So, I'm grateful for them. You know what I mean? I learned a lot about life. I learned a lot about finances and spending money on my friends and bailing everybody out of jail and spending $100,000 on niggas, you know, or friends or family or whatever. And when you need it, not only you're not gonna ask for it, I'm not, because I know they don't have it anyway. It was up to me to give them to them. And so in any event, yeah, through the valleys, I learned a lot about my woman, my friends, my own self, my integrity. What am I willing to do when it's a downtime? Am I willing to talk shit about people and drag this person down? And I learned a lot of, you know, pride and just get up off your knee and get on a foot and get on the other foot and stand up and start walking again. Because, you know, life don't quit, man. The grit don't quit, bills don't stop, you know, time don't stand still. So get back in reality and you know, keep pushing. With me, it's, you know, just deciding to get in and make music. It's all intellectual property. It's all, you know, I never bid anybody shit. It's all out of me. You know, it's coming from the creator. So I just get in and do it. All I got to do is just do it. And then next thing you know, money comes. And that's just how it always been for me. I never chased the dollar. I'm just not that type. I chased the dream of trying to do it. And through that, just try to make sound business decisions, make sure things are, when you meet the moment, handle your business. And yeah, I've been able to stay up, get out of valley.
Yeah, you mentioned
know
something
what I mean?
that Goldie's definitely said in the past, which was, you know, you got to remember not to make the investments in the friends that don't typically pay out.
Yeah. I'm not mad, you know.
I'm still learning.
I'm not mad. It's just what it is, and it was just. I'm glad I tapped myself on the shoulder to be the type person I was back then in this world full of, you know, bad people.
How did you adapt with the times after you bought that first set? Like as the equipment evolved and everything.
Oh, you got to
else?
stay acclimated. You know, you got to get acclimated to whatever's new. Decide what you can absorb and use, and how much of it is just fluff. A lot of it is selling new merchandise, and you don't really need that. You know, some of it is a changing of the guard and the time, and you need to, you know, embrace it and absorb it and use it within your will well. You know, so however you get down, you'll find a way to be creative. You know, so just make it you. That's all. Just make it you.
With that, let me say what it is. Just me being under you since I was 16, 17 till now, and we still here. What made you, in your mind, do the double bass?
The up and all.
No, I'm saying like when you were going to NPC and you put a bass and you put another like synth bite. What made you think of that? Because it hit different. It's not like we had the mob sound, but then when you came, but you came with that doubled over bass. I'm like,
yeah, I don't know, man. It's like. That, like I said, that first module, and I think it might have happened when, you know, I was fucking with the MIDI and you hit one thing and it triggered two things. And it hit that clav, it really was like a clav, like a nah, 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 nah. And then with that low end on it, like, oh, it's like the low end. And then you put a little like a sawy, grainy, cutty sound through it, so it'll have a low end, but it'll cut a little in that mid range. It just cuts harder, and I just liked it.
It hit the speed. It's just so different.
I just liked it. It'd be a trip, man. You be see how I be sitting there just looking and making beats, nigga. So they just come and it's like you're tracing what you hear. My biggest thing is being able to train my body, my hands, or whatever to get what's in my mind out. You know, so if I'm hearing all this shit and I just can't do it, I'm like, fuck, I can't even. That's frustrating to have all this shit. It's like you can't talk. And you thinking all this brilliant shit and you can't talk and nobody could ever hear it. So it's like, yeah, that should be dope. Like just getting more skilled up to get a lot more of it out and shit, man. But I say that to say, certain sounds will resonate with certain producers. So whenever I was coming across shit, I like that. Then I'll acquire it, switch it up, whatever, and put it in the arsenal and, you know, and just keep moving and shit.
He's always saying, if you can say it, you can play it.
Yep.
So how do you spot opportunities in your industry before everyone else?
I don't know if I would say I would spot the opportunities before anybody else. I would say preparedness and the constant, staying on your grit, staying on like constantly looking at the finish line, even though it's 30 miles away. You gotta always look at the finish line while walking that 30 miles. Yeah, you're gonna get tired of looking straight ahead. You're gonna wanna dip off. No, you gotta keep straight on that and keep walking. And I think with that, if you couple that with being prepared to meet the chance, you know. So like I say that to say, when I met Tupac or these different people having this crazy opportunity, I was prepared. Every time I met somebody, damn near every time I met an artist like on the fluke, I ended up getting a song with them, getting down on the spot. Hey, let me do this. Let me taking advantage of the moment, and that got me on projects. And so, with the producer, you know, it's not like, or any artist, it's not like the contrived world or this put together world where there's these rules and artificial rules, but they're you know, you could go to jail for this, or you didn't have this paperwork, or you didn't sign your name. It's in the real world, the real realm of real vibration, real feelings, a real visceral feeling. By making something, you can change somebody's mood, make them ready to work out, make them ready to think, ponder things, go at life, like tell them stories. It's just the artist part is like, to me, the most important part of pushing forward, you know, a collective consciousness of human beings. But
beat machine or live drums, live instruments? What'd you
drum machine for me, but I love playing the live shit. The live shit is hard, but shit, I could take my
drums.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm from an era from that too, but just like now, I take the drum machine because you could put all the real drum sounds in it. And if you play it with a syncopatedness to it, towards where it sounds live and feels good, there it is. Then when you tour or whatever, you get hire real musicians to get out there. But just on a production tip, for me personally, I'll go with the.
Now, when I used to watch you, I'd be like, okay, he took the quantize off and he played the live 4. He played that, so it hit different on this side, but then this side hit like just like, okay, and then that's why he took the quantize off and then he went live on that part.
That stacking and putting shit in these, you know, it's like authentic to your feel. So if I do just quantize, that's just an automated, anybody who did that, doesn't matter. But when you do things off and you just hit the rhythms that you were feeling, then it's more you, and you know, it's just more, you know, that slop, that shit.
What's a business myth about your industry that drives you nuts?
A myth? I don't know if there's any myths out there. There's a lot of, my industry's been telling people about the music industry's been a shady business for a long time. It's not like there's a myth about you making all this money. You can make a lot of money. I don't know, just if you have a hit record that maybe it's that. Yeah, I think that a lot of people think that they're gonna get a hit record or something, and it's, you know, that's gonna change. And it could, there is a slight 1% opportunity that it could change your life forever, but a hit record, that's one. Nothing's over after that. You gotta keep pushing. You know, like years go by, brother. You know what I mean? It'd be years. You put that song out next thing you know, it's 20 years ago, and you got to figure out how you.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a list. I mean, people, oh, you have a list of all these hits, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it's a great resume, and I'm gonna make the next one right after that, and the next one right after that.
You got to keep it pushing. Don't think that it's gonna stop. And you see the residue of this industry. See artists like there's artists in LA when I go out there, big bands, living out there. You might see them at the unemployment office getting this. You might see them in a little what do you call those little cars with kind of a van or something that they living in. It's on certain areas because they get extorted or they get fucked. But my thing, I always was, handle my business. I publish and deal early. And I don't get to siding on people you think ain't this because you got a hit, because it's not like that. That's not how it works, especially now. Yeah.
It used to be they have a new nigga next year. They have a new nigga next week.
Yeah, like that. Tomorrow, nigga.
Right now, 24 hours.
So it's going so fast now. The shit is just so sped up.
In the beginning, we were talking about a little bit about, prepping you. And you were like, what's this about? And I'm like, we're going to ask some tax questions.
Right.
So I'm going to ask you one.
Okay.
What was the first time you got hit with the big tax bill?
In the 90s when I found out I have a partner. I didn't know that. I'm like making money and then somebody, how much did we make? Man, I heard we made some money. Like, who the fuck is you? Where was you at? What are you talking about? No. Yeah. All I need is 40%, man, 38% of what you, wait, bro, who the fuck is you?
The IRS.
I'm your partner. Well, where the fuck was you at when I was coming up? Out here, not eating and shit, you know what I'm saying? Getting the wooden food stamp coins back in the 70s. So I found out then, and then it was, I found out that that's just the way it is to a certain extent, especially what I knew at that point. Like my mom said, her dad said about her paying her tax bill. My mom was like, they can't get, what's that, something from a turnip? They can't get juice from a turnip or blood from a turnip. And then my granddad was like, yeah, but they can eat the turnip. And that's how they'll do. They'll put you somewhere in somebody's jail cell because you didn't pay them your money. And that you earned by yourself. I don't work at a job. I got out here and made it just with this, my mind and my hands and my struggle.
And that's why you come to the tax shack.
So, so yeah, they got, so I don't want no problems. I went through, a couple problems. I had to go on and pay the people, man. So I just stay on paying them. And, initially I had, accountants and all that. So I just go in once a month and I start paying my taxes quarterly and staying on top of them quarterly and shit. But now, I just, I didn't want to get into it. I just paid these people and they're about to pay again, so.
You got to plan for the business, plan for the ups and downs, plan for the peaks and valleys.
Just know it's a business, especially with the music, man. If you're successful, then you're going to have some taxes. If you're successful, then you're going to have some type of management or in some type of where you're going to have to be overlooking your business and evaluating people's characters and on top of everything every day, or money will come up missing.
This will fuck me up just as far as on tax-wise. It's like, okay, now think about it. Say I'm just riding, or it's like a Chewy Gomez, or a Big Von, or a Felly Fell, and say they just talking over your beat. Mm-hmm. Now you're getting paid publishing on that. Mm-hmm. They want to cut of that.
Oh yeah, they want that issue, man.
If you make 59 cents for the minute, $1 for the minute.
No, I
All
want
right,
to.
man. They
That's us, nigga. What we did, what we do, nigga.
What we doing, yeah?
Yeah, what we doing? We, nigga, it's us.
And that's just on the beat, man.
I'm your partner, man. IRS, man. What we doing?
Nah. We still need our cut, bro.
Yeah, they need their issue, bro. So, you know,
Cold gun.
it's just the game that it is. It's gonna take a revolution to switch some of this shit. And I'm not mad at paying, like if everybody pays some shit to keep the roads up, build the bridges, pay for your DMV shit, all this shit, but you still gotta go to DMV and pay.
Again.
Still gotta pay state taxes, or you still gotta pay home on your taxes on your homes
Dylan.
different everything you buy to eat. Like it's just triple taxed of the same money that everybody's spending with each other. So if you imagine you got 10 people and you give them $1,000 for them to do business with each other, they just spend that same 1,000 within each other, and then but we're gonna tax more and more of it. It's like it's something that can't. I mean, how could it sustain? If it was sustained, then all our prices would be the same as they were 50, 60, 70 years ago. But it's not. Everything is skyrocketed as it will, and keep until it inevitably
we implode.
Definitely the living trust is a big way of saving everything and protecting it. You ever have any dark moments like this might be over?
No. Financially, I've gotten back to places I never thought I would be, and thought like, damn, this shit is crazy. But then it's in me, not on me. I lean on the love. And so that love is in the music, and I just do that. Like I said, shit pops up. So even when it's the darkest, I've never felt like, this is it. Because it was always it. And all I ever did was let me just do this. And then things worked out. Things will work itself out. And so that's the darkest it got for me. You know what I mean? I didn't ever get too dark.
What's the biggest sacrifice you ever made to keep your business alive?
I don't know.
You had to go buy that equipment when Mike took his back?
I don't know. It's a lot of those moments because you're always
reinvesting in the equipment.
And you're always reinvesting in yourself. Yeah.
When you got bipped.
It's always something cracking. So it's just never just settling, man. Get the fuck up. It's like somebody kicked you and you just so tired and you I'm tired of fighting and everything. You just gonna stay laying down. I can't. I just get up. And plus it's a job that's easy for me. All I need to do is do what I love to do. Yes, it might be 12 hours passed by. I didn't think, if somebody watched me, but God damn, it's been 12 hours. But to me, it's easy. It's man, okay, I can't wait. Okay, so how do I? And troubleshooting, figuring out problems, and then coming out with something, it just feels good, and that brings the bread to me. So my shit might sound a little weird, but that's how I don't live in the world where I take everything. I do take shit seriously. I was gonna say I don't take things too seriously. I do, but I don't be like, man. I don't just soak in anything about $1 bill. I just when they come, and I know they coming because I'm putting in the work for it to come.
To the upcoming youth, it's a personal question. To the upcoming youth and to producers that's in your realm, because you are the songwriter. I got to know that. The producer is the writer. So, what would you tell the up-and-coming producer? What's the best thing to invest their time into?
Definitely your craft. Definitely your time into. I would honestly say they need to surveil a lot of old school shit so you could make songs equal in hit quality, equal in the sound of what's been done in the past or done, just what people like. Start understanding different genres of why people love, for instance, say a Frank Sinatra that transcends the different races, at least for me, and why they were loved in their respective genres, and because it's always going to be the similar thing between the humans. Study that. Definitely you got to invest in your equipment, making sure you have shit that is a hit professionals, just being professional, trying to be different, trying to be you, try to chase your, whatever your drawing in your head that you could see, like when you tracing that shit, and we can hear it in this world, practically, stay on that shit. That's the heaviest thing I could say, because you could buy all the equipment, but you didn't spend no time using it, so you boozy as fuck.
Man,
you don't understand the marketplace or what works with human beings and different things, and what pulls emotional chords and how to get that through your music. Those are the main things to humanness. Understanding what sounds, as far as where you're concerned, you're trying to shift their vibration, their molecules in their body to elicit humor, anger, sadness, or joy, or whatever. You can do that through the music. So study that shit.
Go have fun. That's what Joey told me. No matter what it is.
That's it.
There. First time you last time. Have fun.
Yeah, real talk. You could tell I love this shit, and I think of it like love. It's like breaking down love. Then I have to put in real life with it. And that's the opposite of love, like paying these taxes. Hey, where's the love? What's that? It's taken out of your family to do whatever. I digress.
Did you ever like touring?
No, I never toured. So I always wanted to when I was younger, but no, I never toured.
You never traveled like crazy for work like that?
Nah. Yeah, just spot dates and shit, especially with the Federation was doing their thing. I pop out with different things with
Vegas,
them.
I smell a Rick Rock residency coming soon.
Hey, man, get your boy out there, shit. You've been telling me forever to do this shit.
I've been saying it forever. Hey, but are other people's over there? Won't they cut? Hey, man, y'all get y'all issue y'all nickels, but man, I smell a Rick Rock residency coming, man. I seen it.
You have any rules that you've lived by that made your business like bulletproof? Like you always this is a hard line, you don't cross it?
Don't do no sucker shit. And then in no part of your life, don't do nothing scandalous. Because my business is not that difficult. So I don't have much to it. I just stay solid. Don't do no scandalous shit, because it just comes back and fucks up your shit. That's just what I think. And other than that, I just stay pushing, stay on the grind, stay doing it every day. Especially when it's not something you see. I go to work for 8 hours and I get a check for them 8 hours. You might go to work a year and not see nothing. Can you, but here it comes. You know what I mean? You just have to. You have to stay stay believing in it, and doing it.
Well, yeah,
but that's me though.
And dream on it too.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily have to be the fact that it's here. I'm just giving an example, but could be. I sell tracks that are fucking 10 years old, 12, 15. The motherfucker might hit me like, man, I want that. Like Busta Rhymes hit me about some track. I was like, nigga, I did that shit. Now I have to try to refine it, recreate it, because it's just gone. The equipment's antiquated. It's that nobody's there to fix it. The equipment that you had, that you made it on, and shit like that happens when you. So.
Do you ever have like an aha moment where you like heard something and just had to like do something about it real quick?
As far as musically?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dream for those, man. You hear something, just. Cause I'm creative like that. Like,
wild out right now.
Yeah, I hear something and feel like I might want to sample it. I might just go, oh fuck. Like, that's what's the main thing with having my own equipment at the house and my recording studio, all that. So I can wake up from a dream or the bed and just go to the next room, click, and just so make some shit, man. I stay inspired, man. The shit around you, sounds you hear. The birds, the chirping, there's so many sounds they didn't use for movies and shit. Like, did you know that C-3PO? That's a bird sound. Then it's been the same for them, and they really didn't even tweak it. They just sampled it, and it just makes these sounds and just all the different things these animals sounds, the frequencies they can hit. So anyway, yeah, I definitely have aha moments, man. Yeah, that's a great moment for producers. The aha moment.
I was in the car for one with the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember Apple Diab looking at Will and going, hey, what do you think about boom, boom, boom,
Mm-hmm.
boom, boom, boom? And I remember 4 months later on the radio, it was boom, boom, pow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What
tell you
legacy do you hope to leave?
Solid shit. Solid nigga. Never did no scandalous shit. Gave us, you know what I'm saying, put original good music out there, and really chased the music
A
shit.
playbook to follow.
Yeah, just being on some solid shit, because I think good human beings is first. It's not the opposite. You do whatever to get money. It's good human being first, and then you got to get your money, because this is where we living at. But that good human shit is important for me personally, and I'm just living my life like that.
Well, I want to share my good human moment with you. I don't know if you remember this, but years ago you came by my house, and
Yep.
my son was playing the drums. You remember what you said to him?
No.
You said, I remember playing that beat in the 6th grade.
Oh
talent
yeah,
show.
my
I did
homeboy
that
Ali. Yeah.
Stay on it. I'm on that. You're on the same track as me.
That's real.
You kept
Yeah.
me going for like another 18 months to start thinking about drumming.
Yeah, that's dope. That was me though, for sure.
Yeah, I definitely took the inspirational moment. So
Oh, that's what's up.
thank you for that one.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. The youngster, man, get back on the drums, man. You still got it?
Boom, boom, boom. I don't think it gets no better than this, no original from, this is a full circle moment, and we are here to show y'all that, hey, you can believe, you can achieve, but you better pay your own taxes.
Yeah, man, y'all doing some shit on taxes, man. Nobody want to talk about their taxes.
That's why we're putting it out there so they don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just pay them, goddammit.
Yeah.
Well,
Cover tax
you got
check.
anything you want to Instagram or anything you want to let them know about?
Yeah, no, Rick Rock Beats everything. Go to everything Rick Rock Beats, man. Whatever the handles are, just look for Rick Rock Beats, YouTube Rick Rock Beats, all the shit.
Get with Rick Rock Beats.
Yeah, live from Vallejo, California, man. The 7s, man.
Yeah,
Came
stay
back
up,
to
stay
the
with me.
original headquarters to make this happen. So thank you all for seeing this.
Yeah, hey, stay on y'all music, stay on the craft, live it, love it, and it's gonna happen for you, brother. Y'all stay easy.
Make sure it's funky dope, though. Where the money at, dog? We'll bring it back. Don't worry where the money at, right there. Tap in with Tax Shack. What where your money at? Tap in. Holla